Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you know when I post a new video like this. Really quickly, ignore this. I accidentally scratched my skin. I do apologize for not posting in a while. I've been very busy with dance and copyright and stuff like that, so I apologize. But anyway, I said every single year I would try to film Halloween videos, or as much as possible. This year I'm going to try to film 4 Halloween videos. I have today's, tomorrow's, and then 2 events. So it will definitely film those. And speaking of Halloween, I just did my Halloween nails last night. What do we think? I did like gold and then a little accent nail, which is like a little spider web, because I was doing a costume this year, because every single year for Halloween I dress up. I don't really need to explain it because, you know, you get the point. And will I tell you what that costume is? You'll find out probably in the next video. So just keep your, oh my god, I got glitter on myself. So just keep your eyes out for that. Anyway, this is going to be Halloween makeup looks. I'm gonna try to do 4. I have never really done 4 videos. This will be very interesting. We're going into voiceover now so I can tell you what products I'm using. I'm starting off with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation in the shade 00AA Ivory. And I'm adjusting the camera a lot, so please ignore that and ignore the pulses in the background. I am taking this and I'm putting it on the back of my hand, and then I use a foundation brush, which is a lot more clean than using a beauty blender. And I'm using a mirror as well to make sure that I like evenly blend it in. I'm talking here, but I'm not going to put it in because, well, what was I talking about? I don't know. And as I was doing this, I was filming content on my phone as well. So if I'm looking in 2 places at once, that's why. I always like, with these makeup looks, to do a foundation that's a little bit darker. This one's kind of yellow toned, but it's the only one I have, the only foundation I have that's like really good long wearing stuff. It smells like acrylic paint. It's horrible. But this is still a really, really good foundation. Plus, if you like put concealer and like powder on top of it, it sets into the skin so nicely. So yeah, that is the foundation. I'm not going to go too much into that because you guys know what foundation is. I'm not stupid. Well, yeah. Here I'm just making sure I get every single last spot on my face. I don't like the way this foundation like seeps into the skin, like the way that it like, what's the word? There's a word for it, but I'm forgetting. The way that it like oxidizes into the skin. And then I put a bit on my eyes to prime for eyeshadow. Okay, so that is foundation. And now moving on to, I believe this was concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. This concealer has been my staple concealer for years. I used to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Light to Vanilla, but that's obviously quite expensive, and this one's only like $11. Sometimes cheaper depending where you get it from. This stuff is so good. It lasts long. It sits so well under the eyes. It's amazing. And I'm just putting that under my eyes and on my eyelids as well to prep for eye makeup and eyeshadow. And I also like the hydrating ones because they, in like summer specifically and in winter as well, it doesn't crease as much, and I hate when a concealer creases. It's just horrible. And it sits really nice on top of setting spray as well. I do also get a lot of people asking me questions on why I put concealer on my eyelids, and to be honest, it just like preps your eyes for eyeshadow and it stops it from staining, because as you can imagine, when I do my makeup looks, as you guys have seen, I put a lot of like really pigmented colors on my eyes. Here I am just carving out my eyes. Yes, you can see 5 sauce in the background. Hello, 5 sauce. So I'm just doing that there. And then I will blend it in with my fingers. And before people say, wash your hands, my hands are clean, don't worry. And then that is next is eyebrows. Please ignore the fact that my angled liner brush doesn't have the bottom. That I accidentally yanked that off from my stress, but we will ignore that. Here I'm just filling it in. This is very hard to do. Like, this takes all my concentration. And I'm making them really thick because that's what this makeup look requires. I never do them this thick, like day to day or for events or anything like that, because I hate the way it looks. This took me a good, like, I want to say 20 minutes to get it right. Once I've done that, I also carve my eyebrows out with concealer, and I take my Australis Pop Culture palette, and I take this blue shade, which I should remember the name, but it's not coming to me, and I will put that as like the starting color for my eyeshadow. Also, all the products that I use in this video, I will link it down below in case you guys want to go and purchase them or go and have a look. I'm gonna try to do these makeup looks every single year as well. Oh wait, no, that goes in the crease. Sorry, my bad. After I do that, I only filmed doing this on one eye just to save time. I take my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, which I haven't whipped this out in a while. Ignore how disgusting it is. I take this gold color, which is called Talia, I believe. And I put that on the lid. On like the eyelid, not the upper eyelid, but the lid. I'll show you what I mean when this plays. So I take I believe that's called an oval fluff brush, I believe. I pick up a lot of the gold because that's kind of the vibe we're going for. She had like blue and gold tones on the eyes. And I pat that in because this is so vibrant. You can't really see it because I go over it with another gold. But yeah, that is what I do. And I like buff it out as well. And then I'm taking my Australis Metallics eyeshadow in the shade Gold Gaga. And I use this one all the time for my dance performances because, as you guys know, I'm a dancer. A video of my performance makeup will be coming in December, so keep your eyes out for that. But this one I will use for these kind of makeup looks too because it's kind of like gold flaked. It's like this like cream kind of formula. I really don't like the formula, but it's like so pretty. It's gold, it's shiny, it looks really nice on the eye, and it blends really well, as you can see. So I take that and I put a lot of that on. There are like chunks in it. I can't get itchy, so if you're doing this makeup look for Halloween, just be aware if you're using chunky glitter eyeshadows that it can do that. So yeah, that is that done. Then comes probably one of the hardest parts of doing makeup, and that's eyeliner. I'm using the Crown Ultra Skinny Eye Marker. And I'm just doing just a basic small cat wing liner. And I will say, you guys, it took me a good, I want to say like 6 years to get it really good. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect because I'm not the best at makeup, I'll admit. Like, do you see what I mean? That's not my best work. And then I will also do the inner part of the eye as well, like inner liner. I didn't get all this on video because this would have been like a 30-minute video if I did that, but you get the point. And I like to make it kind of thick. You can make it smaller, you can make it thick depending on what you want, but yeah. Yes, I did lick the brush. That is because I like my wings liner to be sharp. Don't do that, I'm just weird, okay? And if it smudges as well, like, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah, that is the eyeliner done. Didn't record this part because this was really fiddly, but as you can see, I just did the eyeliner and then the inner corner liner, and I did like the swoop and then like the little line bit that she has going on. I didn't record it because it was very frustrating to do. But here I'm just taking concealer and I'm kind of just like cleaning it up a bit, making it look neat. And then, yeah, that bit is done. I will put a false lash on. And I do want to say as well, if you guys are using this makeup look as inspo for Halloween, which is totally fine. I literally post these videos to give you guys inspiration. If you celebrate Halloween, you can do a small lash, you can do mascara, you can do minimal eye makeup. It doesn't really matter. But I'm just showing that that is what I did in this. And then here I am just doing contour. And I believe I used the Mecha Max stick, I think it was. But basically, I started off with highlight. This is the Rimmel highlight in the shade 2 Candlelit. And I will put this on my nose, like the top of it, and then the tip, and then my cheeks, eyebrows, upper lip, everything. And you guys can modify this makeup look as well, because I know for me, I will definitely be doing this makeup look again. Will I be wearing it out? Yet no, because it's like a lot. But feel free to modify it. This is just a lot more of like the traditional look that I was going for that she has. But that's just me. So yeah, as you can see, I will put this highlighter everywhere because I want to be a shined goddess. Like shined. Shined, is that a word? So yeah, I will do that and then move on to contour. Moving on to contour now. I'm still learning how to do this, so this might be rusty. I'm using my Mecha Max Off-Duty Stick in the shade Medium. I'm doing the nose, which you don't have to do. This did not turn out the best, I'll be honest. And I really like this because it's kind of like a crayon formula, and you get a lot in it. And for like $20, it's really good. And I'm taking I took a angled brush, and I just blended that in. This is probably going to be better if you use bronzer, but I'm obviously lazy and I don't like how light my bronzer is. So, yeah. Didn't do much, just did a slight subtle contour. And then just quickly here, I am just doing my winged liner. This is very, very simple. It's not the same as the other one with all of like the detail. And I also did it very thick as well because Cleopatra has very like thick eyeliner. You can do small as well, but I like a really good sharp one. So yeah, that's what I'm doing in this clip. Next, I'm taking my lip liner. This is from Australis in the shade Baroque, and I'm lining my lips. And I also want to say as well, you can use setting spray and primer and setting powder to set this all in place if you need to. I didn't because I only was wearing this makeup look for like an hour, so I didn't need it, but that is totally an option as well. And make it as minimal as you want it to. And it was very hard finding a lip colour that she wore, but I kind of went for like a pinky nude. And then I'm not good at lining lips, but we try on the channel. And then I'm taking the Girl Boss lipstick from Australis in the shade Tailored. I love this colour. And I am just putting that over the top. And then I also like to but I like to kind of like carve around my lips to make it look kind of clean. And I do overline my lips a bit as well. So, yeah. And then, as you can see, I've done the lips. I will take the Girl Boss lipstick in the shade Couture, the label rubbed off because I used it so much. And I'll put that over the top. Yeah, that one is at the end of its leg because I have used the life out of it. But I'll put that over the top. I use 2 different lipsticks. I don't know why. I like to get a good colour kind of going. And then... this is kind of boring, but I'm still going to show it anyway because it might interest some of you. Taking my concealer brush and then some concealer. And I'm just going to kind of carve around. That was not supposed to happen. It happens. And I'm just going to kind of sharpen like the lip line, I guess. This is the stressful part. So yeah, I'm just making it a lot more sharper. I like to do this every single time I have a makeup look. Make it look like nice and clean. So, yeah. And then the last step I would do is just blend in the contour a little bit more because it's very like patchy and we don't want that. And that is the Cleopatra makeup routine done. It it's not exactly a hard makeup look to do. I'm obviously not a makeup artist, but I will tell you though, when I first learned how to do it, it took a while. But yeah, that is the makeup portion complete. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you know when I post a new video like this. A lot more Halloween videos are coming in the next 2 weeks. I can guarantee you. There'll be a lot this week. Probably like 2 or 3 in the next week. There'll be another 2. So yeah, I'm going to try to do this every single year. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in my next video soon. Peace.